Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000.
This is Mike Baker, host of the President's Daily Brief podcast. Here's what's happening around the world. A record number of Americans fear a second civil war. France bans pro-Hamas propaganda, Indian hit squads in Canada, and a new report ranks the dirtiest cities in the United States. It's quite a list. Also ahead, Bill's message of the day. But first, a survey from Rasmussen finds 4 in 10 Americans, that's 4 in 10 Americans, believe a second civil war is likely within the next 5 years. 37% say a conflict between the states is, quote, more likely if Joe Biden is reelected in November. Now, that figure falls to 25% for Donald Trump. The folks most worried about a second civil war can be found in Alaska, Texas, California, and New York. Alaska is worried? Really? I mean, they've got more bear spray and weapons than any other state in the Union. Okay, officials in France are cracking down on jihadist propaganda. The courts there ruled that any speech promoting the October 7th attack in Israel or attempts to legitimize Hamas are punishable by law. Violators can face up to 7 years in prison. Now, Paris is home to one of the biggest Arab populations in Europe. 2 million Muslims live in the French capital. That's about 15% of its total population. So you could argue that the French government is trying to close the barn door after the horse has already left. Canadian authorities have arrested 3 men in connection with the murder of a Sikh religious separatist in Vancouver. His slaying last June caused diplomatic chaos after police believe the culprits acted under orders from the Indian government. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has called allegations of a state-sponsored assassination, quote, credible. Now, I'll have more on this in today's edition of the President's Daily Brief. And finally, a new report ranks the dirtiest cities in America. The towns are judged by pollution, living conditions, infrastructure, and resident satisfaction. Worst offenders are Chicago, Glendale, California, Phoenix, Las Vegas, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, San Bernardino, California, Los Angeles, Houston, and the dirtiest city in the U.S., Newark, New Jersey. The town ranks #1 for garbage, air pollution, congestion, and vermin like rats and roaches. Congratulations to California for having 3 cities listed in the top 10 crappiest cities. Governor Newsom must be so proud. I'm Mike Baker, host of the President's Daily Brief podcast. Bill O'Reilly's message of the day, up next.
Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Monday, here's something I wish I had learned earlier in life. People believe what they want to believe, and there is no convincing many human beings of anything. They are just grounded in what they want to think. And no matter how many facts, no matter how logical the argument, they are not going to listen. I'm going to give you examples in 2 very interesting categories. First, religion. People believe in God because they want to believe in God. It's not like God has held a press conference. And there are many positive things that lead from faith, particularly in times of trouble. Believing that there is a just universe maybe after you die, but it exists because of a supreme being. That brings relief. People want to believe that. On the other hand, atheists, no matter how much you show that evolution is a very unlikely scenario, there has to be a higher power. Just look at the eye, the human eye, how intricate it is. So people believe what they want to believe in religion. In politics, is Joe Biden a strong leader? Well, millions of Americans say yes. What are you going to do? I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Now let's go to the mail. Pete Ward, La Jolla, California. Love the No Spin News. I'm frustrated and angry at what's going on. What can I do about it other than vote? You can organize on a local level, Pete. La Jolla is a very interesting town. Get involved in the school board maybe. Organize certain people who have your belief system. Write to the local press. I mean, you can get involved there. That's, in addition to vote, you see what opportunities present themselves to make your belief system known. Robert Harper, San Pedro, California. Could President Trump use a spokesperson to express his views of the court? Wouldn't that sidestep the gag order? Yes, Bob, it would. And it has been suggested, but he wants to do it believing he'll get votes from it. But that's what I would do. I mean, here's my spokesperson, and then she wails or he wails on the court while Trump just sits there. Patricia, Drew Barrymore looks silly. Nuzzling up to the leftist she interviews. I'm embarrassed for her. Don't be embarrassed for Drew Barrymore. She has to do that. If she wants to book guests on her morning program, she's got to be a liberal. That's why the three late night guys are. If you are a traditional entertainer, you will have a lot of trouble getting guests in the entertainment world. George, concierge member, we encourage you to check that program out. Mr. Bill, Christy Noam is a country girl, and that is what we do in the country. No, I would submit to you, George, that rural Americans are more sensitive to the welfare of animals than city dwellers and suburban people because they know the value of the animals. They spend more time with the animals. I'm not buying that. In a moment, something you might not know. Your safety is important, and I am happy to introduce you to Byrna, a self-defense solution that will help keep you and your family safe. Byrna offers a powerful non-lethal pistol with tear gas, pepper, irritants, and kinetic projectiles that disable attackers for 30 to 40 minutes. It's all legal in every state, and no background checks are required. And they ship directly to your door, very private. They are American-made in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and are trusted by U.S. government agencies and hundreds of police departments. If you are a gun owner, you need options. Avoid the complexities that come with taking a life and having to defend your freedom in court. And if you're adverse to firearms, Byrna is a good alternative solution. So please visit Byrna.com/Bill to receive a 10% discount. That's BYRNA.com/Bill. Stay safe with Byrna. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 20 years ago tonight, one of the most successful sitcoms in history aired its final episode. The show featured 6 young adults and their daily lives in New York City. Here is the story of Friends. The program debuted on NBC in 1994, was an instant success. The Friends, Rachel, Phoebe, Ross, Chandler, Monica, and Joey became household names. Throughout the show's run, its 6 stars maintained a unified front, ensuring that no one emerged as a central star. The group even negotiated their salaries together. Very smart. By the 5th season, Jennifer Aniston, Lisa Kudrow, David Schwimmer, Matthew Perry, Courtney Cox, and Matt LeBlanc were the highest paid actors on television. Each member earned $1 million per episode. 10 years after its debut, the finale aired on May 6, 2004. 51 million Americans tuned in to see the end of Friends.
I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, so there for me too.
Now, most of the actors on the show went on to future success. Aniston, Cox, Schwimmer, Kudrow in movies. Matt LeBlanc remained primarily on television, but all got a colossal amount of money from the reruns. That's called residuals. Unfortunately, Matthew Perry struggled with addiction for the rest of his life. He was found dead in a hot tub last October at the age of 54. And here's something else you might not know. Today, the cancel culture is not too pleased with Friends. The show's creator thinks the all-white cast lacks representation. Said Marta Kaufman, quote, "I wish I knew then what I know today. I would have made very different decisions. We've always encouraged people of diversity in our company, but I didn't do enough." Well, I'm sure that did not stop Ms. Kaufman from cashing her checks. Back after this. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.